Ladies and gentlemen, what you do unto the poor, you have done unto the Lord, and the Lord will do to you as you have did to others. And you got a simple problem. But God's wrath is supposed to take shape like a whoa, and then a stop. The reason why Satan's wasn't a whoa, it's a whoa, and then a stop. God doesn't do prisons, police. God's wrath is, He will give you lashes. Matter of fact, in the Old Testament, they stone people because it was supposed to be like a whoa and then a stop. That is why they stone people. Sir, would you happen to have any spare change by chance, sir? In the Old Testament, it was a woe to be a stop. And this is the woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. God's wrath is supposed to be like a whoa and then a stop. Yeah. It's just supposed to be a whoa and then a stop. No more. The reason why Satan's was not is because Satan has been earning. He wanted to torture people, and he has been sowing torture. So shall Satan be tortured. Satan shall be tortured. And ladies and gentlemen, Tragazon will be remembered for the rest of eternity. He wanted to be remembered for the rest of eternity. So shall he will. Tragazon will be remembered for eternity. Tragazon will be remembered forever. Illuminati, do you want to step down off that goddamn ladder? Or do you want to ride that horse? Illuminati, we're trying to incite a cold war of love for God. You reap what you sow. What you have done unto the poor, you have done unto the Lord. And He will repay you for what you have done. What I'm saying is if you incite a cold war of love for God, now don't point goddamn guns at Him and say, love God. Absolutely not. That will backfire. That will backfire. But if you instigate love for God, if you find ways to instigate love for God, if you find ways to instigate love for God, you will be sowing that person's righteousness. As in, if you are deceiving someone to be more righteous, hey, remember, we got it for a reason. Jesus is deception class number 1. Maintain your integrity at all times. Tell the truth. Tell the blatant truth. Maintain your integrity. But if you are instigating, we won't use the word deceiving. If you are instigating someone's love for God, you will be sowing their righteousness because you instigated. That righteousness would not be there. That love for God would not be there if not for you instigating that person's love for God. So, ladies and gentlemen of America, we will be sowing that. Sir, would you happen to have any spare change, sir? Sir, would you happen to have any spare change? Do you happen to have any spare change, sir? I'm sorry to bother you. You will be sowing their righteousness. And God's talking to me while I talk to y'all. It's whatever.